Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music, hanging out in Nashville, Tennessee.
Bye, guys.
With my friend, Hannah Dasher. We've known each other just kind of through the music scene. You've done a lot of stuff with Gibson as well.
Yep, Fender.
Fender as well.
I'm a Fender artist.
You've got a great TikTok going. You do music. You have a new single that's coming out that I want to point people to.
Sure.
So tell me about that.
Well, it's a song called Ugly Houses. I put out all like upbeat rock and stuff, and this is more of a ballady, kind of a stripped down thing.
We want to focus on your music, but you, during the pandemic, you were doing lots of cooking stuff.
Oh, of course, yeah. Well, it kind of bridged the gap that the country was so divided and restaurants were shut down and everybody was cooking and spending $1,000 a week on groceries. And I just figured, okay, let's make the kitchen my stage. My kitchen is dedicated to my grandmother, and my house is kind of a honky-tonk Graceland museum.
I've seen the kitchen. I love it.
You know, it's nostalgic, and I think it kind of takes people back to a safe place and, you know, made in USA kind of an era. Anyhow, and yeah, the kitchen became my stage, and it took off. Who knew? But I'm talking about new music and making biscuits on Rachel Ray and doing all the good stuff.
I know, that's amazing. Biscuits the most famous thing that you did, like, during that time?
I think my dump cake for dummies.
Rolls off the tongue, dump cake for dummies.
Oh, Lord, yes, yes. Well, it's because you don't show up to a covered dish dinner with a store-bought cake, or store-bought anything, honestly.
Okay. What I really like with your TikToks are the little collabs, and they're like, it's like a theme where you repeat collabs, and there's like follow-ups, and there's like little narrative that you have going on, and it's really unique. Like, is that just a natural thing that happened?
Collaborating is the best thing that you can do with a social media presence, or to build a social media presence. And I've got some friends that are influencers and artists in town, so like some of the Pistol Annies and Angelina Presley and I will do things together. A buddy of mine, Cornbread Cowboy, Ori Lee is his real name, but he is blowing up right now. So we've launched a cat and mouse chase, more like the Roadrunner and the Coyote.
I saw the grocery store one.
I'm just happy to have a little platform that I can share with and expose my followers to other, you know, to greatness as well, because there's good stuff out there.
Yeah. Where are you from?
From just outside of Savannah, Georgia, like where Marcus King grew up. He's a South Carolina boy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the Georgia-Carolina line and grew up on good old country music. I was obsessed with Alan Jackson, and then when I got into boys, I got into rock and roll. So Skinner is my favorite band of all time.
Oh, fantastic.
And I blew the speakers out in my first vehicle with Skinner and AC/DC. I've yet to see AC/DC live, however, I'm dying.
I like the combination of country and AC/DC together.
Oh my Lord, yes. That's why I love Hank Jr. so much. He really paved the way for rock and roll honky tonk. This will be one of the focus tracks on the little record that's coming out. It's called The Other Damn Half. It's probably the classiest thing I've ever written. Hey, I worry about how I got your number. I got my ways one way or another. You've been messing with my man. Okay, sweetheart, here's the plan. I know where you park your house. You just keep on running that mouth. I'm gonna whoop your redneck ass. Take you out like a piece of white trash. Mama raised me with a little more class, but I'm gonna whoop your redneck ass. There you go, something like that'll be great. Yeah.
Such an awesome performer and singer. Your voice is awesome.
Well, thank you.
I love it. Tell me about this guitar.
This guitar was the first real telly I ever owned. My guitar hero, Jaron Johnson, gifted it to me.
Shout out to Jaron Johnson.
Huge shout out to Jaron Johnson. I love you. He's the lead singer of the Cadillac 3. They're an amazing band. Go check them out. Anyhow, but he's like, here, learn it. I think you got the chops. And that was what I needed. And this was only a few years ago. So I've only been playing really just for the last few years.
Sounds great.
I grew up playing outside and, you know, singing and doing things that we weren't glued to a computer, to YouTube, you know, to be more aware of what was out there, if you will.
Sure.
So I was in my 20s when I saw a video of Bonnie Raitt ripping the shit out of, you know, slide solo, and I was like, and that just lit a fire under me. And so first time I got snowed in here in Nashville, I picked up a slide and taught myself to play a little slide.
Awesome.
So I take a few solos live. Well, it's a 69 Telly. It's got a P90 in it because it's, you know, he said it's just like me. It's honky tonk and rock and roll. It's fat and fuzzy, and I've named her Tammy. I've got some little tick marks so I can see it when the lights are dim.
Are the tick marks like for specific songs?
I play by ear. I don't know.
Yeah. Some of the greatest musicians that have ever lived knew zero names, terms. It's just a tool that helps some people. Eric Clapton, I don't think he really, or even Hendrix, like I don't think they stop to think about the keys and the notes and stuff. That's more for like mere mortals like me that are trying to figure it all out. The dots and your own personal little markings, explain one of them to me, just because I'm a guitar player.
That's just to make sure that I'm, while I'm singing and doing all the things, that I remember that I'm in B flat, not an A, that I'm going to be I've shifted my frets up. Does that
Gotcha.
make sense?
Yeah.
I'm not as proficient as I'd love to be. I'd like to get snowed in or shut in and just woodshed for some
Yeah,
weeks.
it sounds like the environment is really how you learn, is when you're contained.
When I started playing shows, I was going out with the Cadillac 3 guys and taking a band, and it was just expensive. So I sold all of my guitars to help pay my band. For years, I played shows and wrote songs every week on borrowed guitars. Mm-hmm. And I started a house cleaning business. I scrubbed toilets on the side.
Do you remember the first thing you ever learned on guitar?
The first riff I ever taught myself. I don't dare cover Skinner live because, nobody can touch him.
Are you doing any tours?
I'm on my first little headlining tour,
Tell
the
me about
Tall Boy
that.
Tour.
The Tall Boy Tour?
Yes, it's my first little headlining tour. I'm working with a new agent. I'm with Cody Jinks, agency, True Grit, and those guys are busting their ass, and we're going to play about 100 dates this year. I'm just tickled to work. I call my band Mini Pearl Jam.
Yeah!
And they're great. I've got a good old greasy rhythm section, and Bart Walker plays lead for me when he's not playing for Hank Jr. Hank does about 30 dates a year. He likes to take off for hunting season, and I mean every hunting season. Anyhow, and then I've got another buddy of mine that jumps on when Bart's gone, Alex Captain, and he's easy on the eyes, girls. And looks good in the pearl snap. It's an upbeat show, pedal steel guitar, never a dull moment.
Well, we got links below for
you do?
everything.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So you guys follow Hannah and go see her live. All right, I just want to thank Hannah Dasher again. Once again, you guys, we got links below. You've got a bunch of new music coming out.
Woo!
Touring, so all they have to do is just check below.
Go to my Spotify and you can follow me there and find out where we're playing. And
Awesome.
TikTok is @HannahDamnDasher.
Yes.
Instagram is @HannahDasher. Thank you for having me, Hoss.
Yeah.
Woo! We'll see you on the road.
Yeah, we'll see you out there.